Hello everyone, welcome to the Teacher's Time Off with Adora. Hello everyone, hi. Oh my goodness, it's been such a moment. I know I couldn't post a video last week. I was busy, but welcome to the Teacher's Time Off with Adora, and I am Adora Iguma, your favorite host, your one and only host for the Teacher's Time Off with Adora. I'm super excited to be back here. It's been oh my goodness, the past 2 weeks have been amazing, right? So I traveled, I came back, school, work, and then, it's been really busy. I've had like overwhelming and frustrating moments in the past 2 weeks. And, even when I wanted to shoot the video, like I couldn't because like I was just tired. I was really tired. Felt like I was doing a whole lot, but I decided to take it one step at a time. No pressure. So I'm excited that you are here. If you are a new subscriber or you just came across this YouTube channel, I want to say welcome. I'm blowing confettis for you. I want to say welcome. Thank you for coming here. Now, if you have not subscribed, please do that right now. Just click on the subscribe button and ensure that you subscribe. Do not stop there. Ensure that you click on the bell button to have or get notifications when I post new videos or when I come live. Ensure that you click on the bell that has the parenthesis around it, or the one that has all there. Thank you so much to my 173 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you very much. That means I have like 27 more people to subscribe till I get to my goal of 200 for the end of the year. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for sharing my YouTube channels. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for, encouraging me, and you just being there, just being there. Thank you. All right, so let's dive in. Okay, so a friend sent a tweet, right? Send me a tweet that what do I think, that I should make a video on it. And I'm like, oh, nice, like this is a nice idea, and I'd like to talk about it. What was in the tweet? I'm going to put the tweet link there, and probably also like post it somewhere in the video if possible. But if not, the video was, it was not a video, it was a picture of this student, with his professor. I think they went to have lunch, and some people in the comments were like, Nigerian professors, you can't try this, or lecturers, you can't do this and all that. So, cool story. I'm Nigerian. I studied in Nigeria. I mean, this is the first time I'm studying outside of Nigeria. So I studied in Nigeria for my BSED and also for my MSc. Now, this thing the whole lunch thing with the professor was, it wasn't a shocker for me, but it was a shocker for him, still being in Nigeria. But when I newly got here, it was a shocker for me, because the truth is, yes, here, your professor, not someone who is just they don't even really have like lecturers the way we have in Nigeria. They have associate professors, sometimes just facilitators who may already be PhD students, right? And so we have some of them here who tell you, can we have like a video call if you need help, or can we grab a cup of coffee to just talk about these things, or you can come over to my office for coffee, let's go over these things together. Now, in the purest of manners, right? And even like my very good friend, when he just got to the US, and his professor was like, come over to my house for lunch, or when one of his professors were like, nice to meet you, let me take you out for lunch. And he was like, at first he was even scared. I hope this man is not there. Like, cause he's not, right? And the man was like, telling him, started talking about family and everything and encouraging him that, the way because of some of the things that he did, he was just encouraging him to do better. Over the weekend, last weekend, their professor invited them to their house. Like, the professor invited his students to come over to her house. I mean, that it was a woman, to her house to have, lunch for Thanksgiving. And students are free, like they are free with their professors. They have this relationship with them where they are free to air their opinions, they're free to speak. Professors even like it here when students like ask questions, and even you don't have to always agree. They want to see that, okay, you don't agree with this point of view, so what evidence you have. They want to build it up, they want to have that relationship with you. I remember one of my big sisters, she was telling me that even her husband that, is a professor, also like takes lunch for students sometimes and everything. I'm like, that's beautiful. That's what happens here, right? It's beyond the classwork. It's beyond the schoolwork. And I said here, I don't know about other people, but I'm just of the opinion that you can't fail here. Especially even now that I'm in my master's, I'm doing my master's, sorry. It just feels like you can't fail here, right? If you don't get an A plus, you get an A or an A minus before you even get to a B plus, right? You can't fail here. And the professors are always in your case. They are always there to answer questions. But in my dear country, Nigeria, you hardly see some schools, or I'm not saying all universities, but some universities, you hardly see your lecturers in class. Sometimes they just drop your handout. I'm speaking from experience. I'm not even saying hearsay. They just drop their handout, and this is masters. When I was doing my masters in cell biology and genetics, just the man just came like twice or three times, dropped his handout and left. And when he set exam questions from things that were not in the handouts. He set questions like everybody in that department studied cell biology and genetics from the beginning. So for me, I specialize in environmental biology, coming from biology education, and I already had a background in that area. But because you are in environmental biology doesn't mean you won't do pure genetics or molecular biology, right? And so when the man set his exams in genetics or so, he was brutal. He brought questions from where I did not know, and we didn't, even after like trying to break the handout and destroy it in a way that we'll be able to understand. But we did. I couldn't even answer his session. I left it blank because I didn't know what. And I'm glad I didn't even fail the course. I got a C, I think. And so there is no, except you choose to go to them and bug them and be like, oh, I'm a lecturer, oh, maybe buy things for them. Oh, no, not all of them. I know my course advisor, yeah, for my bachelor's degree, oh, very great and kind man. Like, he helps. He says, if I don't help you, well, that's why we are in life. We help each other out. We are here to help each other out. We're here to do things for each other. So why won't I help you when you need help? And he's just one of the few. Even my master's not supervisor, now the supervisor for the whole department, very kind man, very gracious. He had the strict side, but he was still very gracious and everything. But there are some that are just there for the money. You can't have that kind of relationship with your people. Even the ones that are as kind as they are, you can't have that kind of relationship with them where they tell you, oh, let's grab coffee, or don't worry, I'll take you for lunch, oh, come over, I'm having a party. That relationship is not there. Even for bachelor's degree, very few, like, when lecturers have like their favorites in class, or the ones that actually just try to get attached to a lecturer, those are the ones that they try to have a relationship with. But every other person, and for me, especially for the master's program, we don't see it. You can't argue with a lecturer. You can't argue with a professor. It's not a prof in Nigeria. Do you know how long it took for them to get to that level? It's a big deal. And when you're calling them, you call them by prof. Here, they don't care. Like, it's just a title. Call me by my because we call by first name basis here. You call by my first name, but you still respect them. But in Nigeria, you dare not. Respect. They are big on respect. They're big on titles. And so when you misbehave or you argue or you disagree with their opinion, they mark you down, and some of them can be so wicked that they will keep failing you for years. That's happened to people, and that's happened to you. If it ever happened to you, comment where because maybe you were disrespectful or maybe something happened by mistake, you didn't mean to, and the professor or lecturer marked your face and said this course you will fail it over and over again. Yeah, some lecturers do that back home. Some lecturers do that back home. It's crazy. And I heard a story from someone like some time back, and he was like, he wanted to he went for an exam. No, it was a testimony in my church, and I'm like, this is just horrible. He went for an exam, and he doesn't even know what happened. I think he didn't, maybe, I don't know whether I didn't read the lecturer or something. I can't remember what happened, but whatever happened wasn't a big deal. Whatever happened wasn't a big deal, trust me. And so this man told him that he should, told him, I think he just marked his face or something. So the next time he was invigilating, the lecturer was invigilating an exam, told this young man to stay, he should stay, the exam was 3 hours, told him that he should wait. No, he had told people that were invigilating to tell him not to write his exam, that he should wait for like 2 hours. A paper of 3 hours used 1 hour 30 minutes to write the exam. And then he kept wondering, like, what is going on there? Why are these people treating me like this? What did I do? And he kept asking them, and they were like, no, go and ask, this particular man. That's the man that something happened maybe a few days ago. Because the man asked him, he said, what's your name? What's your matric number? They always do that thing. Once a lecturer in Nigeria asks you, what's your name? What's your matric number? Just know that they want to haunt you, and, and they don't even have to be in your department. They just want phone call, and they call people in other departments, and you're done for. And so when he finally finished the exam, the invigilator told him that he should go and see the professor in charge or the lecturer. And he went to see him like, what did I do? Like, what is going on? He said, whatever it is, I am sorry. I don't know what I did. And the man was like, if not for the fact that he looked at him as his brother, that what if he was his brother, that he will not treat his brother like that, or no, his brother's son. I mean, what if it was his brother's son, that he will not treat his brother's son like that, that was what made him pity him. Or if not, he would have left him to graduate from school, and then when he has graduated, they will not be able to find, when he has graduated, he will not be able to find his results. Nobody will be able to find his results. I'm like, what sort of wickedness is this? And this issue is everywhere. It's everywhere in many parts of Nigeria. I don't know about other countries, but I know in Nigeria it's a big thing. Like when lecturers threaten students, when lecturers will put students' lives on hold, maybe because of a small issue, or maybe because a student was just rude or was having a bad day. Lecturers or professors will take it personal, and it happens that that student will keep on carrying that course over and over again for years, just one course, and they will have to come back because of one small incident. Yes, some lecturers are wicked. My problem is, or my question for them is, why are you like this? Why would you treat people like this? Why would you treat people's children like this? Why would you put someone's life on hold? Are you God? Are you God? So I know that there are many issues or many factors that make people like this, but it doesn't change the fact that the person is being wicked, or the lecturer is being wicked, or the professor is being wicked by treating people like that. You don't do that to people. You don't put people's lives on hold because someone, if you have to, and that's the thing. So they don't correct in love. There's nothing like correcting in love. They just expect that you should know better, you should do better. You're here for your masters. You're already an older person. So why are you behaving like this? But anyway, that's my gist for today. I know I was very soft-spoken today, but I just, it was just a thing. I don't know. I was just bugged by it. I'm like, I had to bring that story in. So thank you for watching. And if that has ever happened to you, maybe you were given a carryover because of one instructor or professor. I had a friend that she was giving her masters. So let's come and do it again. That's the story for another day. I can't even say it in this video. We don't have the time, but drop in the comments if that has ever happened to you. Thank you very much for watching today's Teacher's Time Up with Adora. I remain Adora. If you have not subscribed, please ensure that you do so right now. Subscribe, and ensure that you share this video. I want to hear people's thoughts. Like, I want to hear your thoughts. Share with me. I'm also going to put it on my Instagram stories as well, so you can go over there on my Instagram page to give me a response, send me a DM. I want to know, like, have you ever been treated this way or given a carryover or treated harshly by an instructor or professor because of maybe a little mistake, or they just don't like you? All right, so I will see you next week Tuesday. Ensure you do the needful. Have a blessed week. I love you.